Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has outlined a measured approach, some might say, to tax in his latest budget speech, signaling that major tax hikes are off the table despite ongoing fiscal pressures. Presenting his update to the country's finances yesterday, the minister said improved revenue collection has created room to avoid broad-based increases while still maintaining fiscal discipline. Let's make sense of all of this for you now. Bring in the CEO of the South African Institute of Taxation, in Keith Engel, who joins us now live via our video link. Great to have you on the program, sir. Thanks as always for making time for the SABC News channel. Tax to the ordinary South African can feel very complex until it starts hitting your pocket. The message, it seems, by and large from yesterday, is that there should be some kind of reprieve in the coming year. But help us, I suppose, get a more tangible understanding of how that's likely to happen.
Well, what they've done here is that a year ago we were talking about tax increases. So they ended up getting more revenue they expected for two reasons. One, the commodity cycle was in our favor, so we picked up revenue, and there the revenue service SARS delivered what they said they would. They said you don't need to change the law, you need to improve operational implementation, which means the law needs to be enforced. And so through better enforcement, we picked up more money than we thought, and therefore we didn't need a tax increase. So now what we're finding is we've got not a real surplus, but we have a little bit more than we anticipated. We're bringing down the debt. The debt is peaking now. Next year, the debt will drop. So what they're doing here is we're giving some slight cuts. What they're giving you is inflationary relief. Now, again, you should always get inflationary relief, but inflationary relief helps. So this year's burden on your honest taxpayer will be better. But again, if you're dishonest, they're going to be coming for you.
Right, and I suppose that's a good news story in the main because of the struggles that SARS has been through. I mean, we remember during the time of Tomoyani, there was a whole inquiry about things. Is it safe to say that SARS is finally performing the way it should?
Well, to be fair, SARS has been performing quite some time. So we had the period of the Magnani period, hate to mention his name. Then we started to recover. But SARS has been in a good recovery now for a few years. Now they're beginning to outshine where they ever were before. So SARS is definitely there. The problem is there enough pockets within South Africa? So that's really where the challenge is. And the big challenge also for the revenue services, they've got to get beyond the normal base. There are a number of people who are wholly outside the system. And that's where the real revenue is going to be. But that money is hard. And so that will be a bit of a shift in what they're trying to do in various ways with IT and all of that. But they're definitely stronger than they were before.
All right, and we'll take that all the way to the bank. Keith Engel, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us with the time we have. Keith is the CEO of the South African Institute of Taxation.